Yeah, that's right, you guys. It's Noodle Free Mondays, and I'm back as Mr. CD Enforcer, aka Poppy Carlo, the bad boy, talking on my shizite. You know how I do in this pizzite, getting it in. New process. I'm gonna start doing the show off jump. So I'm gonna start off with Noodle Free News, start off with Noodle Free Sports, go into our Noodle of the Week, and then finish the show. No more videos in the beginning. I'm gonna save the video for the end of the show. So welcome you guys to Noodle Free Mondays. I'm Mr. CD Enforcer, aka Poppy Carlo, the bad boy. I do it in the streets. I need my headphones. Second, guys. Yo, yo, yo. There we go. But the music's playing in the background. Welcome to the show. Like, share, subscribe. We're going to get into it. We're going to play this video for a second while I bring up my share screen. Our noodle of the week is Miss Fani Willis, who is a prosecutor down in Atlanta that's prosecuting Trump, but she likes to fuck the guy she hires. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but for now, let's get into Noodle Free Mondays, and we're going to play this video to open up. Let's get this shit poppin'.
We do politics over punani. We do education over ecstasy. We do literacy over linguistic ability. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. Hey.
From the skinny to the biggie, ain't no plastic in the body. Keep that trash away from kitty. Like my ladies green, the way the nature made them. Curly hair, the nation, chocolate preferentation. We like the ladies, litty flavored, Baskin Robbins, skinny waistin'. Don't get it wrong, we even take them yellow, brown, Caucasian. Patron Dr. Uma, ain't no bunny hopping. Too far. The natural queens coming all sizes, dropping stars.
N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural
it's going down. Black Trump in the house. Body park, soft, clean, jean pillows popping. Tasty water flows, nappy heads steady rocking. Where your man at? Well, I'm here now. All that thin chat, it ain't here now. Protection in the building, family beat the drilling. Cooking for the kids and get me piece of beat and dealing. My trusted counsel when I get my piece of bacon building. Keep the family diet clean. I need a
N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic anywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. N-A-T-U-R-A-L, wanna get it ass clean and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. Hey.
We do murder over money, and we do righteousness over your activity. All right, you guys, I'm back into the game. So we're going to do our first segment of the show. It's called Noodle Free News. Usually I do all my sharing and stuff right now, which is very frustrating because my homie told me to start talking the minute we get on the show. By the way, I'm Mr. CD Enforcer, a.k.a. Black Jesus. And I always tell you kind of crazy shit. Don't mind me one fucking bit. And whatnot. But we're going to get into the show. We're going to check out this Noodle Free News. I'm going to read a few things to the news. This is a show that's all about crazy things. We're going to check what's going on in society. I have been struggling. I am struggling, bro. Fuck you guys. Damn, I should prepare better. All right, there it is. So my news segment is sponsored, but not really sponsored by CNN News. We're gonna go through some stories that are current and popping right now. We're gonna see what he's talking about. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna pull these down so I can see better, cause I don't. That's some old nigga shit. Let me put my sunglasses down. Actually, let me wipe them off. I'm gonna wipe these off. Give me a second. Okay, that's better. That's better. All right, CNN News. We're right into the game. Let's see what we got going on right here. All right, I'm gonna check out this news, see what's happening, and you guys don't. Oh, Verizon's trying to sell me some bullshit. Fuck these niggas. They always trying to sell something. I have Verizon. Fuck them. Let's see what this says right here. So, guys, let's find a story. Ooh, the relentless focus on white Christian nationalism is spreading a racist myth. Number one, white boys be tripping. Well, let's check it out. Got a video? You know what? Let me give a let me put CNN.com up here to give them their credit. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Let me give CNN their credit. Clinton News Network. Rip it down for my brothers in the street kicking around. Tell you how I'm breaking on, I'm going down. All babies worry how to get around. Hey, kicking on the block now. Shoot you in the face cause I cocked down. Spit it for your boys. Hobby called super brother with the toys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tell you how I'm gonna do. Alright. So fair use to CNN. Great thing. Anybody that was or will watch in the future, this is a terrible start, but fuck you guys. And we're gonna play this video and I'm gonna get my shit together.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free.
Once again, this is a story
Roughly
about
37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040
So
and
we're mad
limited
at
credits
white
only.
people.
Get the
So we'll see
Intuit
how this
TurboTax app
works.
now.
The white evangelical scope, far too narrow. Explain why.
Well, because if I say the word evangelical Christian, the first image a lot of people get is of a white person. But the face of evangelical Christianity in this country is more likely to be brown or black. And a lot of people don't know that. And part of the fault is people like myself, because when the media, when we talk about evangelical Christianity, when we talk about white Christian nationalism, we talk about evangelical Christianity, we keep focusing in on white evangelicals. But there's this whole world of black and brown evangelicals in this country that we miss out. And they're changing the country. And in fact, these people may save the church in the future.
You no longer identify as an evangelical. Why?
Yeah, so the purpose of a label is to reduce the time it takes to get to an understanding. When you have a label like this that has been co-opted, whenever you use it, especially as a black person, you are ensured misunderstanding, or if I'm gonna try to thwart that, then I've got to spend time saying, oh, well, I'm not this kind, this is what I mean. And so the use of the label is just more, it's more costly than it's, worth.
John explained our fault in the media of this image of the white evangelical.
Yeah.
Within evangelicalism, is there separation? Do white evangelicals see you as something else?
Sometimes, and I think since 2020, it's become increasingly more clear. But I do think that as you sit back and talk about the complicated history of both race and Christianity in this country, it's always been the case. In April of 1845, Frederick Douglass, in the appendix to his narrative, says, listen, the Christianity of this land, the one that'll sell babies to pay for Bibles, he's like, it is far different than the one that I embrace. May of 1845, a month after he puts that out, the Southern Baptist Convention is birthed over the issue of slavery. So as far as then, there's always been a distinction that has to be made. I think right now it's no different.
John, what ideologically are the differences between the white evangelicals, who we know are power base for Republicans, and evangelicals of color?
Theology, they tend to align on some certain areas, like on issues of like abortion or issues of sexuality. But it's when you get to politics that you see the differences. Non-white evangelicals tend to be a lot more progressive. Like, for example, if you're a black evangelical, you see that fighting race is essential to your faith identity. You can't say that of white evangelicals. The implications of that is this, that as more non-white evangelicals increase in the future and white evangelicals decrease, the politics will change. So when we think about evangelical Christianity in the future, we won't automatically think conservative, we'll think progressive, black and brown.
And is that how you say that they may actually save the church?
Yeah, because the growth is coming among non-white evangelicals. White evangelicals are declining. They've peaked. So the growth in the church is coming from Korean Americans, Latino Americans. It's coming from all these different people. So if the church is going to survive, it's going to have to find a way to accept these non-white evangelicals.
I'm disorganized as fuck right now, guys. 1 second. But that was deep. Yeah, white people suck. I guess as they were saying, oh, white people suck. Okay, all right, calm the fuck down. New story. Moms for Liberty faces new challenges, growing pushback over conservative education agenda. Let's check it out.
Get your taxes done
These
in a
fucking
snap.
commercials.
Intuit TurboTax app. Get your max refund
cares,
and
right?
file
I'm muting
100% free. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040 and limited credits only. File now.
Masks do not work.
Just a year ago, Moms for Liberty was wielding power over hundreds of school boards across the country, waging a culture war, even garnering support from presidential candidates.
You have taught the radical left Marxists and communists a lesson. You're the best thing that's ever happened to America.
The Joyful Warriors, as they call themselves, uniting moms around the nation to join forces.
But we are also warriors, meaning if someone is demonstrably harming our children, we are going to come together to fight to protect them.
Their mission, they say, to protect parental rights in public school education at all levels of government.
It's either you're focused on protecting parental rights or you're going to improve education in your community.
Their critics, however, say their objective is very different.
I think that things have gone too far and people are finally standing up to say, you know, this is my choice. These are my kids as well, too. You don't get to make these decisions for us.
Jennifer Jenkins, a school board member in Brevard County, Florida, unseated Moms for Liberty co-founder Tina Deskovich.
This organization was founded by 3 school board members, and no one has ever asked them, what did you do while you were in the school board when you had the power and the opportunity to make these changes you claim are so important to you?
She and others say what Moms for Liberty do care about is control.
The first deal was with the masking, and Moms for Liberty didn't want the kids to be able to wear masks.
Virginia Hamilton was a public school teacher for 31 years. She joined the group Stop Moms for Liberty because she feels Moms for Liberty isn't about liberty at all.
Then it went further. It went into next the book banning. Now, Moms for Liberty is pushing for curriculum changes.
But now, amid a slew of recent salacious news stories featuring the conservative group, including a sex scandal involving the husband of co-founder Bridget Ziegler, some say the group's influence is waning.
People are seeing, you know, news cycle after news cycle, the hypocrisy of the things that they advocate for and they say they stand for.
Moms for Liberty insist none of that is hurting their cause.
I think that that was a very sensational headline that went around the world very quickly. That's not who Moms for Liberty is. We stay focused on defending parental rights.
But the numbers tell a different story. According to Moms for Liberty, in 2022, 55% of the 500 candidates the group endorsed won their race for school board, while in 2023, only 43% of 202 endorsed candidates won seats. They insist they're not losing traction.
To say it's waning, I think that's ridiculous. We are just doing the work that we're doing.
The group also says they are a grassroots organization not politically motivated at all, yet nearly every Republican presidential candidate attended a summit they held last summer in Philadelphia.
It's because they know that moms are passionate about these issues.
Despite their insistence, they're not losing ground. The conservative group has recently tried expanding into more liberal states. Just last week, holding a town hall meeting in New York City, which was met by a protest from local parents. Back in Florida, educators like Jenkins and Hamilton, both happy the group's influence seems to be waning, are still worried about the long-term effects of what the group started.
They infiltrated that state legislature. Those laws are not going to just go away because Moms for Liberty goes away.
We want the teachers to feel like they can teach again, and it was all taken away.
There we go. That's some stressful stuff right there, guys. Jesus Christ. Let's see what else. Now, if you guys don't know, women and mothers have been complaining since I was a child. I am 48, and they've been complaining for at least 30 years. Women go the fuck in. That's how it works. Let's see what else we got. Man pleads guilty in shootings. Is that a video? No. I'm trying to share my show. God, I gotta figure this out. Because my homie said, start out talking first. Okay, well, the fuck? I can't focus on my job because I'm trying to share.
Wow. This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get carried away. Ah, thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed with smooth tear edges, new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Mom, you okay in there? I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
In the short time we've been here, this packet of fentanyl was seized in the mail. The sender of this envelope now under federal investigation.
The deadly drug detected by artificial intelligence. Its street value?
About $100,000 worth of fentanyl.
Every piece of mail, every package entering the United States is scanned by CBP. Right now, that's done by X-ray, with officers staring at images across their screen, and if they become suspicious, they open the package up to determine whether a threat's inside.
But AI could revolutionize the way U.S. Customs and Border Protection does battle against smugglers.
We're here near Los Angeles International Airport in a facility that processes over 240 million packages every single year. Officers seizing numerous items, including counterfeit merchandise, illegal food, as well as precursors to the deadly drug fentanyl. Now, in order to help stop America's fentanyl epidemic, officers are now relying on artificial intelligence, like this system. A package is sent through this main system called IDSS. This is similar to what you might find in a hospital or at an airport. A 3D image is taken and then sent to what's called the student. This is the HALO system, artificial intelligence at work. Unlike old technologies such as X-rays, this system is constantly learning and teaching itself.
The mission of this AI system, part of a CBP pilot program, is to identify patterns, how smugglers are concealing fentanyl in order to evade detection.
At the end of the whole process, this system will get a grade. After scanning 10,000 images, an officer will look to determine how well the system actually did, determine whether this is the type of machine that CBP might want to roll out to its multiple facilities across the nation.
Imagine all the information that's coming at our officers and agents. They're the best in the world at what they do, but they need help distilling that information so you can make an informed decision.
Something's going on here, something's not right.
But there is another important byproduct of this sophisticated technology.
If I, as the officer, can look at some kind of device and say, you know what, big red flag, red alert, yeah, then I could actually follow the proper protocols, isolate, notify the proper people, and then take care of it without getting too close and endanger myself or others.
This pilot program is currently being used for cargo arriving by air to LAX. CBP hopes to expand the use of AI to other critical points of entry into the United States, like the Port of Los Angeles, the busiest port in the nation, and at the border, a major point of origin for fentanyl entering the U.S. drug supply, killing thousands. One looming question, with well-funded drug cartels known to adopt advanced technology of their own, how long will AI provide U.S. authorities a cutting-edge advantage to stay ahead of the threat?
File 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me!
Hollywood. Fuck California. Hey, California's getting rained the fuck out if you guys didn't notice and whatnot. Everybody's asking me, are you safe? Are you okay? Dude, I live downtown. There's nothing wrong here. It's like nice as fuck outside. There's like bitches outside swimming in the water. I don't know what you guys are bitching about. Also, let's see what else we got here. CNN overhauls morning show lineup under new CEO. He's probably a racist. But we'll deal with that later. Let's see what else we got going on here. What's this? Ooh, what's this right here? What's this? Let's click on this. Haley's voters might decide Biden's fate in November. Here's why. There's no video. Fuck a video. I don't feel like talking right now and reading and thinking. God, I hate starting a show this fast. I'm not ready. Tesla stock drops. Fuck him. Stock sink after Fed Chair Powell pleads for patience in rate cuts. The federal... Okay, let me tell you guys something about the central bank and the Fed, as they call it. Number one, the Fed is not federal. It is not owned by the government. It is a central bank owned by independent bankers who raise and lower prices as they fucking feel like it, to give us fake money that we pay interest on. And it is Wolf of Wall Street. They're fucking us blind. Anyway, let me go back. I'm pissed off. I'm not going to say about it. Let me make sure I'm unmuted. Yes, I am. Good. I don't want people to hear all this stupid shit I'm saying. What else is going on in the news? Pacific Coast Highway closed in several locations due to storm damage. This is more the California shit's fucked up about her stuff. Let's see if there's a video. Live updates, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Get over it, bitches. It's not that bad. Look, I live out here. It is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's only bad for people to live in the suburbs and in rich neighborhoods. Regular people, middle-class people, and poor people are perfectly fine. We have no problems in California. Only rich people and fucking hippies are getting shit on right now. Okay? So stop worrying about the rain, bitches. Anyway, let me keep going. Jeweler's Works, something about some drones sinking a Russian ship. Fuck that. Trump and his GOP allies kneecap a border compromise. So are they helping to let more people in the country? Is there a video? No, there is not. Bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck both major parties. They're all fucking us over, by the way. They were at the top of their sport. Soon they retired. Fuck them. What we know about King Charles? King Charles is cancer? Oh, that's kind of sad. That's sad. Now he's a white devil, but still, that's sad. King Chuck has cancer. Oh, there's a video. Let's check it out. Let's see what they say.
This is Lo, and they've been awarded the best memory foam
I'm gonna do some stuff I can't do on camera, guys.
When I'm making a big purchase, I like to do a cost per use breakdown to see
Let's
if
see
the
what's up with
product's
King
really
Chuck. He got
worth it. If I use
cancer,
this
yo.
mattress for just
I hope you
1
recover
year,
well,
it would
even
cost
though
me around $3
you
per
enslave
night for
people and you keep
amazing
people under
sleep.
countries
But
in
trust me, I'm gonna have this
control.
mattress for way
I hope you
longer.
get better,
If I
Chuck.
keep it for 5
Okay?
years,
But
that's
what
only
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
60
get off
cents
camera,
per
Chuck,
night. And over
so I
10
can do some
years,
stuff
that's
while
an
we hear your
incredible
story.
30 cents per night. Investing in a high quality mattress is so important. That's why you guys ought to check out Lowell.
From Buckingham Palace, we are hearing news involving the royal family. King Charles III has been diagnosed with a form of cancer. Let's get straight to CNN's Max Foster. So, Max, what are you learning?
Well, it follows off the back of the King's medical treatment that he had at hospital for an enlarged prostate. A separate issue of concern was noted there, according to Buckingham Palace, and subsequent tests have identified a form of cancer. So it's being told that the King has commenced a schedule of regular treatments, during which he's been advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties, so we won't be seeing him. Throughout this period, His Majesty will continue to undertake state business and official paperwork as usual. So he remains head of state and will be able to carry out those key duties, but we won't be seeing him in public. I'm told the King is grateful to his medical team and the recent hospital procedure which made this diagnosis possible. And he remains positive, we're told, about his treatment and looks forward to returning to public duties. He's chosen to share this diagnosis to prevent speculation and in the hope that it may assist public understanding for all those around the world who are affected by cancer. Additionally, a source telling me they won't be sharing any more exact details at this stage, but they do want to note that it's not prostate cancer.
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, the digital money coach in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big
ones with 9 lives, and they were dead and buried. You cannot imagine the feeling, the atmosphere here when it was contrasted from when they lost 4-0 to Equatorial Guinea to what it was like a couple of days ago when they won against Mali to progress to the semi-final. Absolutely wonderful. I can't understand it myself, can't explain it, but it's been electric.
I mean, you say they've been dead and buried so many different times in this tournament, and yet they have survived. Have they just been really, really lucky, or is there something about this squad, this team, that's actually really, really good, even if it doesn't appear obvious straight away?
No, there's something about the team togetherness that we did not see in the first couple of games, in the first 2 or 3 games.
Guys, I've been muted for like all the videos.
As soon as they realized that they have
just been moving and talking in the camera. Because this is what happens when you don't have nobody helping you with the show.
And if they didn't turn up against Nigeria losing 1-0, they were absolutely atrocious against Equatorial Guinea. We're a bit unlucky, but let's face it, Equatorial Guinea took them to the
So they're happy about a win that's not even voting?
They were out.
Yeah,
I was looking at former
Dude,
players
you
like
happy
my
about a
friend Didier
soccer
Drogba
game?
in the stands looking absolutely
People are so
crestfallen. And we were the
unfocused.
ones who
The
were saying,
world is
guys,
falling
we don't
around
know
us,
what's going
and
to
they're
happen
happy
tomorrow.
about a
It
fucking
might
soccer
still
game.
be that you can qualify,
This is
but
some
they
noodle
thought
shit.
they were gone. They thought they were
Noodle
finished.
shit.
And then
Don't be happy
all of
about
a sudden,
you know,
they
fuck
come
this
back
video.
from the dead. Now,
No,
the
fuck
game
you, homie.
against Senegal,
No, let me
where
take
they
this
played
overlay off
the
because
reigning
it's blocking the
champion
video.
Senegal,
But
was
fuck that shit,
very,
homie.
very good.
You're bullshit.
They were good.
I don't understand why
They
people
put together a
are
team
fucking
spirit,
happy because
family unit
you won a
where they
fucking
said,
game.
we're not going to go down
You won a
without
fucking
fighting,
game,
and we're
bro.
going to keep fighting. And
So
happened
what?
as well 2 days ago against Mali. So I think they improved as soon as they realized that they had a second chance, and it will take some stopping for them to get to the.
This brought me up to a whole noodle talk. I am sick of people basing the happiness of their life over the victory of a team of professional athletes who wouldn't give you $1 if you were dead on the street. I'm glad they won. Whoop-de fucking do. But the reality is, your country's still going to be a shit country. You know what Donald Trump called your country? I don't know what your country is, but you know what Donald Trump calls your country? A third world shit country. That's what he calls them. He says these pieces of shit countries. I don't bring anybody from these shit countries. That's what Donald Trump, he's going to be the president because Joe Biden's half brain dead and is not winning shit. You will definitely not vote for Carl Anthony for president. I mean, look at me. I'm a mess. All that's left is Trump. And you guys are he's going to win. And that's what it's going to be. And this guy is celebrating a soccer win. You think soccer is going to fix your economy? You think soccer is going to get your life together? You think soccer is going to stop Israel and Gaza? No. You think soccer is going to stop people from manipulating Africa or the Caribbean? Or, let me play the rest of the video. Let him celebrate. Let him celebrate. Good. I'm glad it's over because I'm sick of this bullshit celebration. Guys, you got to stop celebrating sports. I love sports. I am 6'4". I used to dunk on motherfuckers my whole life until I was 35. Up until about 10 years ago, I was a dunking on a nigga motherfucker. Let me tell you, right? But then I got older and I realized that as much as I love sports, you know how much time I waste watching games? I wait 2-3 hours, 2-3 hours, 2-3 hours, dog, watching the game, watching these dudes go back and forth. Motherfucker wouldn't give me $1 if I was dead on the street. So I said, let me podcast, let me stream, let me do my side shit. Love them, enjoy them. But do not base your happiness on the success of other people. That's all I want to say. Unless they're helping you. And that's Noodle Free News. It's 10 o'clock. I'm trying this opening segment where I talk first and then do the show later. We'll see how it goes. Anybody that's watching, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'm having difficulty doing my comments and stuff because I started so early. Usually I play a video to open the show, so then I can kind of do all my housekeeping. But I can't do that when I start soon. I think I don't know. I don't know what I gotta do. Thanks for watching. There we go. I haven't put any comments in anything. I'm sucking at this. Put a like or pass by. Anyway, let's go into the next segment. Let's see what we got. Noodle Free News is done, I guess. Whatever, right? Fuck you guys. Let's play something in between to kill some time. Let's play a skit or something. That's what we'll do. I don't know. Fuck you guys. We're going to play something short. We're going to play something to kill some time. YouTube. Play this. I don't know. Watch this shit.
Here we go.
Laugh or something, nigga.
Oh, hello. And welcome to another episode of Homemade Sex Toys with me, Randy Andy. Now today is a very special day because we are reaching out to public access internet. Now isn't that exciting? I will hope that the telephone does not ring in the middle to cut off our internet connection. I would like to start with a letter I received in the post. Now this letter you will enjoy. This is from a very long-time viewer. Yes, she saw my very first show. I actually had some souffle with her. Let me get to it. Here it is. Dear Randy, do you know how to get stains out of pleather? Thank you, Stacy. No, I do not. Okay, what you will need is a toilet paper roll, scissors, a glue gun, and now I cannot stress enough, I've said this time and time again, when using a glue gun, or any tools for that matter, be sure to keep all of your clothes on. Next you will need 100 gummy bears, an assortment of colors. All right. Oh, and scissors. So, step 1. You want to cut the cardboard down the center. Oh, that gets harder every time. Then, you want to take your gummy bears and glue them in rows on the inside. Gentlemen, if you're making this for a boyfriend, well, why not use the colors of the rainbow? Or if you have a favorite sports team, or if you have a least favorite sports team. For me, Dallas, Texas, fuck you. When placing your gummy bears, you want to be very sure that the arms and legs are pointing up to the sky. Now, this is imperative for absolute intense pleasure. For those little arms and legs will tickle you in places you didn't even know you had. And I have discovered them all, so stay tuned. Now, those of you uncircumcised, you may want to add about double the glue. Here we go, little bears. Oh, yes, you'll be getting your porridge soon. Now, I will say, if you are making this lover for an ethnic friend, you may want to consider using a paper towel roll instead. Now, isn't that starting to look inviting? Oh, I'm already getting very excited. So excited, in fact, that I can't wait any longer. Now, this is what your finished product will look like. Now, doesn't that look like something you want to hide in the bathroom with? I think so. A little bit of lotion will help you along. Remember, don't eat the bears that have been glued. You'll die. Thank you for tuning in to Homemade Sex Toys with Randy Andy. And I ask you, please share my videos. Attach your friends to my videos. Ship them to your dad. # your moms. And I can't wait to hear from each and every one of you. Tune in next week where I will be making my late wife Agabel's favorite. It is a pleasure machine. I'll see you then. All the good. I am Randy Andy.
So already Andy representing in the streets. You guys think you guys should watching this portion? I am going to really cut through the show pretty short because I tried this whole new thing where I start talking first and then I show videos and stuff, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I think I need to plan this out a little bit better. So next time, I'm going to plan it out. Anyway, our noodle of the week is Miss Fani Willis. We did noodle-free news. I don't know. I don't feel inspired. Let's just do Fani Lewis's stuff and call it that. And we'll get the fuck out of here. I'm in a bad mood today. I fucked this all up. Fuck you guys. I fucked this all up. I did. I fucked this all up. I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Fani Lewis. F-A-N-I-L. Fani Willis. That's not Lewis, Willis. Fani Willis. All right, here we go. Let's see who's this Fani Willis chick. News Nation. I like this. Let's check them out. Pause their stuff. I gotta do this whole fair use bullshit. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. Okay, bam. News Nation. And link. Make sure I subscribe to them, like them. Make it big. Play the commercial.
We put our heart into everything we do. We are farmers, bakers, florists, and makers who grow and create with a passion. Made with love at every step of the way. Because at the end of the day, we know you're sending more than a gift. 1-800-Flowers, share with love.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars? Wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard On Air. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce the launch of StreamYard On Air. StreamYard On Air is a live webinar platform. You can host a webinar, an event, or a live stream on StreamYard or embed it on your site. With a simple registration page, you can collect all of the emails and names of your viewers. Your attendees don't have to create an account, and they don't have to download clunky webinar software.
She never campaigned on trying to get Donald Trump like some of the other, like at least one other.
I can play the soundbite.
Donald Trump was not in any way. No, please do, because you won't find him when she campaigned for office, because Donald Trump never came up in her election. And by the way, her election, when she won, it was praised by the supporters of Donald Trump because she ran on a tough-on-crime platform against the DA who
when you say
had
supporters
tried to
of
make
Donald
a case
Trump,
about another black.
What supporters of Donald Trump?
Bernie Carrick. Bernie Carrick. Good. But anyway, let me just go into the guts of what you're arguing. Look, there's no question this was a lapse in judgment on her part. And as you point out, not the first one. We write about the whole what were you thinking moment in the book where she posted a fundraiser for a friend who was running against one of her targets. Clearly a misstep on her part. And clearly the relationship with Nathan Wade was a misstep. But absent Ashley Merchant, the lawyer for Michael Roman, coming up with evidence to disprove what Nathan Wade said in a sworn affidavit and what Fani Willis put in the motion on last Friday, this is going to blow over a lot quicker than you think, because when you get down to the guts of it, there's going to be a hearing next Friday before Judge Scott McAfee, and he's going to ask Ashley, he should ask Ashley Merchant, the lawyer for Roman, one question. Tell me how the relationship between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade prejudiced your client. And she'll be stumped, because there's absolutely no evidence that it did. His constitutional rights were not violated. There was no evidence of prejudice in the case. There was no evidence of any conflict that actually makes any difference legally under the law. So So I think I agree with Anthony Chris, the University of Georgia law professor, who said the odds that this is going to amount to anything legally just went from 5% to 0.05.
So let's agree. Let's agree, as I said, that I don't think the judge is going to disqualify.
Yep,
right?
definitely the white version of the story.
Right. Now, you are asking her to step down.
Correct.
And I should point out, look, this,
Did you notice they haven't really even mentioned who they're talking about? They kind of mentioned it, but not
it's,
really.
the lawyer for Roman saying Nathan Wade wasn't qualified for the job. Now, in fact, he has, a fairly respectable legal career. And we talked to a lot of the grand jurors who saw him in action before the special grand jury. Most of them praised him, thought he did a pretty good job.
That's a
He was never
subjective
going
standard.
to litigate the case. He was never, of course, but he was never going to litigate the case. He was never going to be the trial lawyer. He was the case manager. And, most people think he did a credible job. The point is, if there is an expert on prosecuting a RICO case, there is only one in Georgia who stands above everybody else, and it's Fani Willis. She did the most sophisticated, important RICO case in the history of Georgia. She's got the chops on this. She was the star litigator of the Fulton County DA's office for years, and you can read about just what a star she was in Find Me the Votes. I'm not defending her judgment here. We have a pretty nuanced.
You think that there's something different, Michael?
What are you talking about? They talking over each other like niggas.
Okay.
The best litigator.
I understand.
RICO,
Wait, I get it.
You're going to undercut the case.
I get it. The people who want Donald Trump convicted and they want him thrown in prison are going to say...
No, if you want a good trial from top-flight lawyers, you want Fani Willis in the courtroom.
And if you want the perception of the objectivity of justice being done, you wouldn't have had Fani Willis in this to start with. But she's there, and she's elected prosecutor. She's got a lot of autonomy.
I find a video with a real nigga talking about this.
That part's behind
These
us.
niggas is acting like some pussies.
There's not one moment where you recognize we're talking about prosecuting the former president
I'm gonna let
of
him
the United
finish.
States.
Shout out to News Nation. Listen to it, but this is the white people version of the issue. So I'm gonna play the white people version. You hear this shit? It's all Jesus, John, golly gosh, Mark, jeez, man, Woolly Wangers. It's a zing banger. I mean, gosh, golly on the ding dang.
So many people
what the fuck,
are
nigga?
supporting your point of view, which is let's forget about this. Let's have her just go get him.
No. Hold on a second, Dan. First of all, Trump got his bump in the polls not from the Georgia case, from the Alvin
Trump
Bragg
got a bump,
case
but it was from a coke dealer
which
in
came off
Colombia,
as kind of
allegedly.
trivial and legally unsound. And by the way, if as a result of this delay from the U.S. Court of Appeals, Alvin Bragg ends up being the first case brought, that's going to help Donald Trump. That's what's going to give him a big leg.
This
but
is about
the Georgia
Fani
case
Lewis.
is much more serious. And by the way, it's far more consequential than the Jack Smith case in Washington. In the Jack Smith case,
this
Donald Trump is the only defendant, the sole defendant. Donald Trump didn't do what he did by himself. He had an army of Confederates, of co-conspirators, from Rudy Giuliani to John Eastman, all the way down to the bail bondsman Scott Hall, all of whom who were doing his bidding, putting pressure on state officials, making false statements about election workers like Ruby Freeman.
I don't even like Donald Trump, but they talk about him so bad.
In the Georgia indictment.
Let me ask you,
and that's what makes it, in some ways,
gotta
the
lie,
most significant
nigga?
of all the cases brought against Donald Trump.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNation.
Wait a minute, you guys just cut that off like you had a full conversation. I have no idea what these niggas just talked about. No fucking idea what they just talked about. It was supposed to be off Fani Lewis. They mumbled. The hippie guy got up there and said something about cocaine. Next thing you know, the video was over. No, this is just ridiculous. Fani Willis. Let me see. Let me find something for some real niggas. Let me find a real nigga to talk about it so I can hear a real nigga version of this. Where's O'Shea Duke Jackson probably did something on her. Let me see. Celebrity Jump. One moment. Celebrity Jump. BRITY Jump. I'm sure O'Shea did something on this bitch. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I give O'Shea.
What's good, everybody?
I'm gonna pause
it's
it. One moment. I always gotta do the fair use thing, even though I suck at this fucking shit. Shoo-doo bounce, shoo-doo-doo-doo-doosh. Let me get the link here too. So we heard the white version. Now we're going to hear the black version of the story about Miss Fani Willis. And I'm going to skip a little bit here and there through O'Shea's video. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson and Celebrity Junk. Also his great channel, Kanganda, where he's trying to rebuild the African diaspora one nigga at a time. And let's get it going. Let's get this up here. Let me copy it. I want to copy it so I can put it on my little link thing. Because they hating on me, trying to give me strikes on some bitch nigga shit. And let's hear what O'Shea has to say. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, the man with a master plan, Sacktown's finest. Let's go.
Boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Firstly, I want to have a conversation about Fani Willis. Now, Fani Willis, as we know, is the prosecutor involved with the Donald Trump case that is in Fulton County. We've had a myriad of professional sisters having issues in Fulton County, but Fani Willis is probably the most largest and notorious case. Fani Willis, in her prosecution of Donald Trump, is accused of giving perks to prosecutor Nathan Wade, which poses a conflict of interest. Given this man, who is not trained in this aspect of law, in her case against Donald Trump, and helping him build Fulton County for excess of almost $1 million. When Fani Willis was brought with these charges, she blamed racism, like in this clip.
Perfect child, I'm a little confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do, paid them all the same hourly rate.
Now, as you notice, you heard the white people talk about it. It sounded confusing as fuck, right? O'Shea's talking about it sounds simple and logical. Why couldn't the white guys do this? Let's continue. Matter of fact, let's skip a little bit. So let's see what else O'Shea got to say. Let's skip forward a little bit. Go watch the rest of the video on his channel. So I'm going to skip through this. We're not going to watch the whole video out of respect for his work. Let's see what else he got to say.
Y'all served as a prosecutor, a criminal defense lawyer, special
I don't want to call her a bitch, but I was just talking.
Do you know the solar company's dirty little
fuck
secret?
you and your solar company, homie.
If you live
It's
in
not my fucking business.
When a Republican in another
I'm skipping.
Stand on code.
Oh, there we
right?
go.
And I know some people are just so quick to tear a black person down for reasons that don't need to be there. And I get that. Fani Willis has to understand, you are in public office. Nobody asked you to be in public office. You know that this is a conflict of interest. Now you're admitting to this, but you're saying it had no bearing on what happened with the Trump thing. Clearly it did, because you appointed the man as a part of the case so that he can get the money. And the man was married. Now, if you had did this with this guy and he was not involved in the case, then nobody could say anything about it. Nobody would be able to comment on it, because quite frankly, it wouldn't have been anybody's business of who you're dealing with. You're just happening to be with somebody that's also probably a lawyer, but because this person benefits from your relationship,
all right, I don't know what the fuck
we have to say at some point, yes, you have.
So basically what he's explaining is she's a thought. She hired a nigga she was fucking to do the Trump case. And now the Trump people are saying, hey, she's a dirty motherfucker because she's fucking the nigga she hired who's not even built for this shit because he's not a real nigga.
Something to do with it, for sure. All right? This is something that you are doing and you are responsible for doing. Although you don't want to take any responsibility for it, whose fault is that? All right? Let us now move to the next thing. The next thing is, where is the accountability? Again, whenever we're dealing with black issues, we're dealing with the black community, and we're dealing with what black people should be doing and what they say they're going to do, they always have excuses as to why they cannot do what it is that they said that they would do. There's always a problem. And then we tend to give these people excuses because they are black. What happens is it ends up, listen to what I'm saying, biting black people. Because look at Tiffany Henyard.
Blackity black.
If you're going to say that we ought to stay on code because of Tiffany Henyard, Let's say I agree with you. What will that mean? What will that entail? To me, that will mean that because of us staying on code with her, what she's going to do is take up the anger and animosity towards blacks. Because once you say, like, oh, yeah, sister, we're with you. One know who it comes back and bites? It bites black people in the ass. We are the ones who suffer at the hands of the buffoonery. It's us. We pay a big price for that. The black community pays a large price for the buffoonery. We pay that. Whenever we say that Fani Willis is okay, well, what happens is Fani Willis starts, well, if they're going to keep electing me for doing this, well, what reason do I have to stop?
I just want to say, if Fanny is doing all this fucking, her actual Fanny must be phenomenal. Just want to say, big booty black girl.
Then the corruption will get bigger. Let me tell you this. I had an employee I caught stealing from me, okay? I caught the person stealing, and what I did was...
What you do?
I knew the person was stealing.
Get the fuck out.
But the person was profitable.
Nah.
So because the person was profitable, I made a decision to talk to the person and say, listen,
what? You
if
sound
you do
like
it again,
hold on.
you're fired.
Wait a second.
Okay?
See,
you're fired.
I got this is what white people do. They know a motherfucker like Joe Biden and the rest of them stealing and Wolf of Wall Street. Be like, you know what, nigga, you profitable. So I'm gonna let this shit slide, but don't embarrass your boy. Let's go.
What happened? Well, they kept on doing it more. They even got more emboldened.
Damn right.
They got more brave. Of course, said all the nice things. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I will never do it.
I'm sorry.
No, but they kept doing it. They got even more crazy. Their scamming became even more evident. All right? And the people that suffered the most were those in the business, those in the company. We suffered. The person started taking out their animosity on the business.
What?
So what they were just doing to the company started happening to individuals in the company. And you want to know who was to blame for that? Me. I got them the out of here. That person begged to come back. That person cried. That person ended up almost going homeless. You know what?
O'Shea pulled a goddamn Fannie Lewis. He was out there smashing butt.
No sympathy for that. That person had to be taught a lesson that when it comes to disrespecting the community and the people that you help serve, you don't have respect, get them out. What we're telling Tiffany Henyard and Fani Willis is that we don't care about the community. We don't care if people respect it. We don't have any rules. Damn. Do whatever you want to do. And when you decide you want to do it, we'll deal with it. Because we're stupid. We have zero standards in Black America. We don't care about anything about us or ourselves. And we are individuals that should not be taken largely seriously. That's all we're saying. We're not saying anything else but that. We're not serious. We're joking. We're playing around, and we're somebody out there not to be taken seriously. That's all we're saying. And we say it a lot, by the way. Same thing with politicians anywhere in the world where blacks are at. You keep letting them do corrupt stuff, they keep doing it more.
Yes, they do.
So I say, let her suffer. So the next person that knows you shouldn't do that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson back at it again.
Police is coming to get me.
Another episode of The Celebrity Jump.
O'Shea done sent the cops to get. O'Shea, did you send the cops to get me? O'Shea, them niggas sound like they out there. But that was a great story. We heard the black version of the situation with Miss Fannie Lewis, our noodle of the week. And just to do a quick recap of the noodle of the week, Miss Fannie Lewis. You know what? I'm going to do a singing version of the recap for the noodle of the week to close things out. So this is totally off the head. This week in this Black History Month, we got women out there running cities, passing laws, fucking all their brothers cause they scratching mouths, giving all the jobs to indict the Trump They going down the street like a car bump, and then they thump. The girls spending millions up of dollars up in Midway. Poppy collars like a brother that be hiding. Am I immigrant? Am I asylum seeker? Poppy collars crying cause the world is weak and world is gone. Our women's fucking everybody. Not a color to it cause she loves the body. Fani Willis needs to stop fucking people she hires. You're a professional businesswoman. You're a politician. You're an example. Now, I too love large-butted, slutty women, and I appreciate that side of Fani. I'm sure her Fani is as exciting as her name. But, Fani, stop slapping the cooch on prepaid penis. That's illegal in most places. I'm going to call that the show for the day. We got 6 more minutes left before we get out of here. So what other commentary I got? But seriously, all right, I'm fucking around. But let me give you a serious commentary on Fani Willis. In my free time, I have been running for political office myself, for president. I doubt you're going to vote for fucking this, right? But I'm seeing a problem on both sides, Republican and Democrat. They're in it for the money. They talk about, oh, I'm in it. I want to help the people. Like that girl up in Chicago. Oh, I want to help the people. I want to help the people. Then she spends $1 million on this and gets a $200,000 Escalade. Then buys a bunch of hotel rooms. Then she fucks 4 niggas. Then Fani Willis is fucking the guy she hired. Then and they got him on videotape sneaking in and out of the buildings fucking. Come on, man. And you know what's funny? I get it if like you're a non-African American, because you know how black people are. Racism, white supremacy, the white man, white Jesus is holding me down. They be like, white Jesus is leaning on you. White Jesus won't let me do nothing. White Jesus is keeping a brother back, right? And we like, white Jesus won't let me be a politician. White Jesus won't let me be a CEO. White Jesus won't give me a chance to live life. But then we get the CEO position. We get the record company, Puff Daddy. Right? We get it. We get the power. And what do? We do just like the people that we go around in this world and criticize, calling them racist. Harvey Weinstein be fucking everybody. Puff Daddy be fucking everybody too. Right? Oh, Bernie Madoff be running scams and shit. Running policy scams. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Shout out to Dr. Umar, who's been living his life for free based on donations for a school he's never built. But we mad at Bernie Madoff. Oh, Ronald Reagan sold cocaine and crack because of the crack era. That's why Rick Ross was the shit. Oh, Ricky Rose. He's responsible for Rick Rose and Ricky Ross, the real one, right? Ronald Reagan. You selling drugs, everybody. You doing illegal shit. Barack Obama took over Afghanistan so we could get access to the opium. And then 2 years later, we got an opioid crisis. Hint, motherfuckers, but you're mad at Ronald Reagan. The point is, people of color, shout out to AOC, you traitor motherfucker. Shout out to Ilhan Omar, you traitor motherfucker. You get in a position, and then all of a sudden, you're no longer from the block. You know, I'm like Jenny from the block. Yo, I got a little bit, I have a lot. No, what happened to all that? Now, all of a sudden, we really need to support Israel and defend them. Oh, those Ghazians, they gotta be trouble. Ooh, those Russians. I can't stand Russians. Dude, I'm 6'4". I love hot Russian bitches. On another note, so how could somebody with 6 foot tall, beautiful blonde women with large butts be a bad country? Shout out to Russia. Also, Ukrainian hoes got fat asses too. Eastern Europeans, stop fighting. All of your women are attractive and white with big butts. Stop it. What are you fighting about? If black men were there, there'd be no war because we'd be too busy chasing the big-butted Eastern European women that are from the ghettos of Eastern Europe. Because you know they got the projects. That's where the projects was invented at. Y'all think y'all hood. Go to Eastern Europe. They be like, I am so rude. You know how you be like, I'm so hood. No, they be like, I am so rude. Like, that's how they say, I am so rude. And then boom, bomb goes off. That's how it works. That's how the Boston thing happened. Anyway, I guess we'll close the show's end. My new thing is I'll play some videos to finish out the show. Shout out again to Fani Willis for being a trick ass bitch. Allegedly. Excuse my language. She's a trick ass hoe. But allegedly. She should not be fucking people you hire to prosecute Donald Trump. People already hate the guy. You could have hired anybody and people would have helped you. But no, just go and fuck the guy and then be like, you know what? That dick was good. You got the job, my nigga. Fanny, you're fucking up out there, boo. And shout out to O'Shea Dujax for giving the black version of it. Shout out to the two white guys that I played earlier from News Nation. Completely confusing conversation. It was like all this white guy stuff. He was like, geez, gosh, golly, Benny, I don't know if Batman could come over and get the holy macaroni. What are you saying, Caucasian male? Your vocabulary is so large. Could you just use 4 words like fuck, shit, dick, gun, shoot, kill? I understand. But once you start saying things like dichotomy, you lost me. You lost me. Okay? So shout out to Fani Willis, who was our noodle of the week for fucking a guy she hired and then getting caught and lying about it. But then admitting it and still saying, fuck y'all. Yeah, I fucked him. She on that shit. She on that, yeah, I fucked him. What you gonna do? Oh, you ain't never fucked nobody? That's how they get on you. They get caught and they be, so you ain't never fucked nobody? You ain't never stole no money? You ain't never started wars in other countries just so your rich friends could get contracts from the government to rob the American people blind as I don't give them student loans? I think I was using my Joe Biden votes there. This is what people do. And I'm going to tell you guys to finish out this show, to give some context to what we're dealing with. We'll talk for 4 more minutes. I'll play a video for 15 minutes to close the show. Guys, the point of this show and everything I talked about on Noodle Free Mondays and all of this is I realized something recently as of Christmas. That's why I got my Christmas shirt on. You see the elf shirt? You guys like the elf shirt? I got my elf shirt on. And I realized something recently. We are in a narcissistic world with a narcissistic, and people say it because, you know, your girlfriend, oh my God, he's a narcissist. Oh my God, he's a narcissist. Oh my God, he's a narcissist. You know how Taylor Swift is going to talk about Travis Kelce once she stops fucking him after the Super Bowl's over? Oh my God, Travis Kelce. Okay, bitch, shut up. But yes, what those women are saying is actually true. But the bitches saying it are actually narcissists, allegedly. We live in a world that I would honestly tell you guys, 80% narcissistic traits in all people. It might be love, it might be food, it might be sports, it might be education, but everybody has these weird, and the rest of their life, they're normal. But if a job comes up, some people become a total narcissist. If a romantic situation, some people become a total narcissist. I don't know why I did it. I know why you did it, because you're a narcissistic psycho fuck. And a lot of us have it, and we won't admit it. This is why your grandma and your mother will never admit any truths, or your ex-girlfriend will never apologize, or your friend will know he's caught, but he'll never really say that you caught him. He'll just kind of fade away. That's narcissism. And narcissism isn't just assholes like me, dressed in bear hats and sunglasses talking like a fool. No. Narcissists can be as beautiful and as sweet and as kind as your own mother, your sister, your grandmother, the nicest old lady you ever met. But deep down on the inside, she's a cold, calculating bitch. Allegedly. Because I would never call a nice old lady a cold, calculating bitch. But allegedly, if you do the math, this wonderful, nice lady. And it's not because she's mean. She's not evil. She doesn't even know she's doing it. That's why people say, oh, she's just like that. Well, yeah, she's like that, but bitch, we're grown adults. Being like that isn't cool when you're 60. It's cool when you're 19, when you're 14, when you're 12. You ain't been nowhere, nigga. Okay, fine. You don't know shit. You're 65, motherfucker. You still can't admit the truth? You're 72 and you still don't deal in facts? Narcissism. Because a narcissist will never, ever, 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 forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, ever, ever admit what's wrong and what they don't do right. And you can love them. But if it's making you stressful, if it's making you get cancer, like King Charles we saw earlier, because that's why you get cancer. That's why you get sick. That's why you get diabetes and stuff. Eating unhealthy. A lot of stress. Holding these lies in. Going to see your somebody, you know they're lying to your face, but you still say, oh, how you doing? Knowing you guys got some shit to address. That shit fucking killing you, man. Allegedly. Killing you. And it's not intentional. That's why we're all dying at 50 and 70. Did you know scientists say we're supposed to live to 125 years old? Anyway, I'm going to finish up with some final comments. And I just want to tell you guys something. And I want you to remember this. Love is good. And life is so, so, so much better. But guys, I want to tell you something. You better do something. It's going to make you last. Not only for today. Not only for tomorrow. Not only for next week. But forever. You love yourself. If you're watching, like, share, subscribe. If you're watching in the replay, thank you for watching. This is my first experience of starting to talk early. I'm going to play a video to close out the show just so people can see some of the work we've done. But this is my first effort at the opening talk. I think I did terribly. Tell me in the comment section how shitty I did. Be like, Carl, you fucking suck. You were like typing and talking and your mute was all off. Come on, rip me, dudes. Rip me in the comment section. I will not get mad at you. I will not block you. Well, except for you, Rich. Look, except for you, Richie, you son of a bitch. You better not roast me, but everybody else is cool. Kaboom! Shout out to Richie the C, my favorite comedian in Los Angeles. I think he is the god of comedy. If you've never heard of Richie the C, you find that motherfucker and look for his kaboom. Shout out to Richie the C. He's a bad fuck. Anyway, I'm Mr. Seaton Force, a.k.a. Poppy Carl, the bad boy, motherfucker in the street. We do what we gotta do. We're gonna look up a video. We got 10 minutes left in the show, so I'm gonna look up a video to play for 10 minutes to close the show out. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, dislike, comment in the section, rip me, tell me how bad the show is. I don't care. Because, guys, we're gonna be here forever. Whether it is in real life or on this goddamn internet. It's going to be here. Make sure you do something. Because the kids that you raise that are like me, they can't fucking stand you, we're never going to talk about you. So you better make sure you do your part. Okay? Love you guys. It's 2024. This was Noodle Free Mondays. And let's look up a video to share and we'll get out of this bitch. While we're looking that up, I'll do some freestyling. It's the midnight train to Georgia. We in LA, California. Just ride to the beat, ride to the beat. Ride to the beat. I pull up on the bright light. Hey, babe, yo, chill, red light. I see where you gotta go. Take you to my home, gonna make your body blow. You're looking real good, ma. Red bottom looking real hood, ma. Just looking for a video. Give me a couple chances while my body flows. I don't see anything long enough, guys. I'm not even gonna bitch. All right, I'm gonna look for something different. All right, I'm gonna make you guys watch a cat poop crazy video, because I got one that's long enough for that. I thought we had longer skits on my skit bag shit. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play one of the radio interviews from Skit Bags Radio. That's what I'll do. Singing do 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 do. Singing how I suppose you know, Jack. Here we are. You find a Valentine's gift in your own time, you fucking asshole. Who this fucking guy think he is? Piece of shit. He thinks he's better than somebody. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I got a gift. I don't have no Valentine, motherfucker. I'm alone, and I'm dead on the inside. Fuck you. Oh, let's watch some of Devin's interview with Bert Kreischer. Check that out. He did pretty good on that. I'm going to skip a little bit just so we can get to it. Oh, wait. I didn't share it, asshole. Asshole. I'm like a total asshole. I'm supposed to sharing Devin's interview we did with Bert Kreischer at Clusterfest.
Kind of,
so, yeah, I'm low-key
I'd
big
say
time.
the
I know famous
idea
fuckers,
of what
whatever.
I took away from Dell.
But check this out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Noodle Free Mondays, bitch.
But I see what you're saying. So doing the work allows the comedy
Yeah, that'll
to
come.
succeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be truthful on stage as much as you can. If you're listening to your body and available to whatever is happening here, this will all come out.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's very like Stanislavski kind of. In
a way. In a way, if you're honestly responding to what's happening on stage, exactly.
Right. Your kind of unconscious faculties take over.
Yes.
You become the character.
Which should be able to happen. Yeah.
Well, you.
I'll put the wrong video up. We have one with Bert Kreischer. 1 second. Let me find it. Where's that one, Devin? Where's your one with Bert Kreischer, you fucking son of a bitch? He didn't put that one up? No, there's no way he didn't put it up. We got David Koechner, but he had one with Bert Kreischer. Whatever happened to that one? Huh? Oh, well, it's Black History Month. Let's look at Sinbad's. Fuck it.
You guys are in here for a treat. This is Devin from
here. Let me go see him, especially some of the younger audience that might have seen me, they might have heard of me, they might have watched me on TV, but they haven't seen me do stand-up live.
Right, they don't know the infamous legends yet.
They don't know about the legend, the not dead legend.
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk to you, being so iconic in the comedian community. Can I alliterate anymore?
Oh, yeah, man. Too many M's.
Yeah.
You never do a lot of M's.
Never a lot of M's. I wanted to know, when do you think you started, when do you define your beginning of your comedic career? Because I know you blew up in television, then you blew up even more in movies. You've been doing stand-up throughout, but I know you were trying stand-up when college, and then right.
No, I was one time in college. One time, our the student ombudsman, Moses Brewer, man. Roses wrote I was playing college ball. He wrote this routine. It was Christmas break. There's some recruits from another high school recruits were coming in to come to play ball with us. And I got on stage. It was talent night at the student union.
Oh, nice.
And he wrote a routine for me. And that was my first time on stage, and that was the last time on stage until I became a comic, and that was 1974, 75. And I didn't get on stage again until 83?
And
81, 82.
And when you went back on stage, was it going back to open mics, or were you going straight in with prepared material? Air Force Talent Show. Really? How did that? What were those jokes and what was that crowd like?
You know what though, man? It was great. For me, it was a thing called Tops and Blue. Air Force has a traveling talent show. If you make it, it's like the all-star team. It's like making the NBA all-star team. If you make it at your base, then you go to worldwide, like SAG. I mean, like it was what was it, man? It was Strategic Air Command. Then it was AFES. There's all these different commands, and you go from your base level to that level to worldwide. And if you get to worldwide, they pick, like out of worldwide, maybe 20 to travel.
That's awesome. So you got like different leagues, like baseball, you got the minors, you
got the minors, the
majors,
majors, you got the no league, go back to your job league. So when I was in the Air Force, I mean, at that time I was just clowning, always being funny. And so somebody said, why don't you do a talent show? And my epiphany happened. I was at the theater, you do it in the same movie theater. Thompson Blue came, I was in Wichita, Kansas. I saw it, and I saw the comedian T.A. Burrows and a guy named Sullivan. I said, that's me. I mean, I had a pit. I said, that's me. I'm winning that next year, and I'm traveling. That was it. It was just, I was consumed with it. And the next year came, and my boy said, man, you funny. You ain't that funny. And I won. And then I went to the command level, and I won. Then I went to worldwide level, and they said I set a record for points. I won there. Then they said, we want you to travel. And my commander said, no, you don't get to go. So I got kicked out because I acted a fool.
Well,
I said, it's time for me to leave the military then. If I can't travel, it's time for me to go.
There you go. Was it after that then you started and you went on Star Search?
Yes, Star Search came in '84. I think it was '83 when I got kicked out in '82. So I got kicked out in '82, man, and then '84 was Star Search.
Were you working on bits like doing clubs and like
I
trying
was
to hone
showing
your
up.
act between
I didn't
them?
know what a club was. I didn't know what a comedy club was. I was going to black nightclubs and bar
Like-
mitzvahs.
like dance clubs?
And yes, and Christmas parties, man. I didn't know what a comedy club was. First time I went to a comedy club in Kansas City, I said, ooh, people sit down, come watch comedy? I didn't know what that was like, man. So I kept driving from Wichita to Kansas City, and that became like my home base for a second.
Oh, wow.
And I said, wow, this is where, I didn't do like other people. I didn't write jokes. I kind of just did my thing. Just a stream of consciousness. And the guy said, you got to write your stuff. I said, but that doesn't work for me. And I learned to trust how I do it. And then I came to LA, I was on the road in Denver, tried out for Star Search. The pencil broke. They turned the cameras off. I walked and I had these feathered earrings, blonde hair, and they actually turned the cameras off and packed up the equipment when I walked on stage.
Really?
But I didn't care because I just opened for Smokey Robinson. I was like, yo, Smokey said I was funny, so I don't care. So I filled out the form, my pencil broke, all I had was my name, Sinbad. So people called me and said, yo, man, Star Search is looking for you. But that's a joke we used to tell everybody. Star Search is looking for you.
Yeah.
And the guy said, no, man, I ain't playing with you. They are.
Because they didn't have any other contact information.
He
That's
thought
awesome.
they had called him for him. They said, you know this guy's Sinbad. Can you get us his number?
Oh, God, that's like the worst
Yes.
phone call. Worse than best for
That's
a good
the worst.
friend?
Well, no, we weren't good friends.
Oh, well,
and he
never
said he
mind.
thought about not calling me.
Oh, that'd be a dick.
He said, I thought about not calling you, but I think you're going to fail anyway, so I called.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious. That's so ridiculous. I wanted to ask you about that moment winning Star Search because a lot of
I didn't
comedians...
win, I lost.
I thought you won against Dennis.
Dennis, I beat him, but I went in the finals.
I
I beat Dennis on the way to the finals.
Well, you beat Dennis, so whatever. That's all that
everybody
matters.
talks
I'm
about
just
that-
kidding.
Everybody talks about Dennis. It's like there was a big Dennis Miller. I said, well, you know
He
what? He was just another comic to me.
Yeah, he was
But
fun.
he even said to me, I can't believe you beat me.
Really?
I said, damn, dude, you think you're that funny? Because comedy, there's no beating.
Right.
Each night, whatever your audience is, whoever loves, because people, the good thing about comedy, there's an audience for everybody.
Yes.
No matter what your style is, no matter how crazy you are or laid back, there's room for everybody.
So did you get to do a lot of your own comedy when you did television? On the shows that you worked on? You brought it like as a writer and as a creator.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite like shows and moments from those shows? I know you did a bunch, so I don't have to go through your resume.
The
You know
Cosby
it.
Show. The Cosby Show. Well, I started. There was a movie of the week called Club Med. That was the first thing I just got to LA. I got a chance to play Red Fox son on the new Red Fox show. But Club Med was a movie of the week. And I was just doing my own thing. And Bob Giraldi, who directed the Beat It video, said he was sending the dailies back to, God, what was the company then? Lorimar. I think it was Lorimar. And they sent him a note that said, this is not the Sinbad movie. And he told
Not
me,
yet.
He told me, I'm sorry, man. He goes, I can't put you in extra scenes. He said, but I really like it when you're on the set. Will you still come to the set, even though the stuff I'm filming is not going to be in the movie? I said, yeah, I'll come. Because it just kept people laughing. So he would shoot it, but he couldn't send it.
Man. Well, at least did you get any of those reels? Did you get any of that
I know, I
footage?
wish I had.
Because that would have been
I
great.
didn't even think about it, man. I wish I had.
I bet you they're in a vault somewhere.
There's
some
somewhere,
studio.
Man. It's somewhere. But you know what? It's here.
There you go.
So, I mean, I know it, so it doesn't matter.
What about movies? Is film different from a comedian's perspective than TV?
Yeah,
like
TV,
when you're performing?
TV's a whole different kind of rhythm. Movies, man, you get to be in this character. That's why you kind of lose your mind. When I played a cowboy, I lost my. I wanted guns. I had my son twirling guns. We got guns at the house. We were twirling guns at the house. We bought 6 horses, and I became Black Cowboy, man. But I was already cow. I love horses, but I lost my mind for a second.
Got them horses in the back?
Yeah, they were right on the side. Because where I lived, it was a horse community.
Yeah, I'm from Florida. You don't appreciate.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. So I had horses, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to spend time outdoors? Like, what do you do to get away? What do you do to get your brain off Hollywood?
I love music.
Life?
I play.
I know you play drums during your set.
Yeah, but I play drums, guitar. I play bass now. I'm learning
Really?
saxophone. I'm learning keys, talk box, all that.
I did the same. Before I was a performer, I played a few instruments, and it helped me in all other facets of my performance.
Because you got ADHD. See, those of us with ADHD play music.
Facts.
Yeah, ADHD, you got to play music because when you have ADHD, I try to tell parents, we have to do something we can't master. You can't master martial arts, and you can't master music. There's always another instrument to pick up. There's always another art form for fighting. So we need something that challenges.
If you could either describe your comedy as music or your music as a comedy style, how would you do that? Like, if you're like, my stand-up is like hip hop and blah, blah, blah.
It's jazz.
It's jazz?
Because jazz means, here's the scales, now forget the scales.
Yeah.
It's more like learn the music, now forget what you learn and play. And that's and the reason I say this, the thing that blew my mind, when I was, the finals of Star Search, Cicely Tyson was the judge, but she was married to Miles Davis at the time. And Miles Davis was sitting in the audience. And Miles Davis talked to me after the show. I'm sitting there tripping. This is Miles Davis,
Miles Davis, man, yeah, for sure.
He said to me, man, you doing jazz up there. You see the notes, but you ain't playing them. He said, keep it up, but they ain't gonna like it. And I said, damn.
Dude, I just got chills,
Miles
dude.
Davis told me I do jazz.
Bro, the Miles Davis just complimented you in that way is the most.
Yes.
That would, if something like that happened to me from Miles Davis, that would be my highlight of the career.
Well, that's why.
But then again, I don't have a career like you. So
no, man, but you said, but still think Miles Davis says it to you. What you end up doing is, no matter where I went, when people say, well, I don't get your comedy, I'm like this, but Miles Davis did. Maybe you're not on the right level. I always said, you always got to be on the right, you got to find somebody on the level that you're at. Sometimes we keep fighting people. My dad once told me, I said, man, nobody gets where I'm coming from, nobody understands me. He said, it's nobody's job to understand you. He said, when you're talented and you do something different, it's not somebody's job to get you. You just need one person to say, I don't know what you're doing, but I trust it. He said, if everybody could understand you, you'd be like everybody else, and you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. And that's what, I'm complaining about the wrong thing. This is the thing I should cherish, that you don't get me. I just need to get somebody, hey man, I don't get you, but I see you got something different. And that's the hardest part. I don't need 20 people to give me, I need one to give me a chance. The other 20 will show up, because everybody shows up. Once you do it, everybody shows up.
So we gauge our show to the up-and-coming artist, the up-and-coming comedian, the kid from Iowa who wants to get in the industry and doesn't know how, doesn't have a frame of reference. I always ask one question to all of our guests, and that's, what advice would you give to that kid trying to come up? You know, what's the words of wisdom, something that you've taken away over, your years of experience? And, obviously nobody in this industry succeeds perfectly. We all stumble. No. We all pick ourselves up. We take risks.
You have to fail.
As an artist, yes, you have to.
If you ain't failed, if somebody says they never failed, dude, this game is built on grit. Forget comedy. Life is built on grit. There's a book called Grit the Great. If I was a guy coming up with a comedy, I said, read this book called Grit the Great, which means I might not know what you're doing, but you got to keep going. They can't figure out what is the key to success. Why did this cat make it? He got the same amount of talent as this guy, but this guy didn't make it. The only thing they have found out, grit. Some people have more grit. Even when you meet somebody that don't have talent, you're like, how did this cat make it? But you couldn't tell him he didn't have talent. I've had people give me the CDs and go, I said, man, this sucks. But they still made it because they just gritted their way to the top. So there's something to be said for grit. So I look at, there's no place you can live, whether it's Iowa or anywhere else. There's no place where you don't have some reference now. Because of YouTube, because of TV. It's not like it was when I came as a comic. I didn't know what LA was.
Right.
It was Soul Train. That's all I knew. Now, everybody has a reference to everything. Everybody has a reference to success. But the only thing that makes you special is you. You got to find a way to get on stage and talk about who you are. Not what you think somebody wants to hear. You got to find out who you are. Talk about your life, because nobody can steal that.
There you go. You had it, young comics. There you go. Words of wisdom from our dear friend Sinbad the Great. You gotta have grit, yo.
Grit.
Get up on that grit. So much grit. Miles Davis gonna know who
But
you
don't
are.
eat grits. That's
Don't
different.
eat grits.
Different, man.
Kind of tastes like sandpaper.
Yeah, man. Don't with sugar. Get put sugar in it.
Yeah.
Some people's fault. That ain't it. Sugar.
Sinbad, thank you so much for joining us.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to let the people know? What you got going on? You got anything coming up? You want to drive people someplace?
This year, man,
what you got?
this is the year, man. Netflix doesn't know it yet, but they're going to give me $20 million for a stand-up special because they have nothing left. I'm watching. Y'all run it out. Y'all run it out. Me and Angela Johnson, we're going to take the money. Movies coming out this year. We're going to work on it. Stuff I wrote back in the 90s. My son, who's a director, we're going to do some things together, man. My family's doing stuff, producing things together, man. This is the year, bro.
I couldn't be more happy
TV
and
and
more
movies.
excited.
And I'm an assassin, part-time. So if you need somebody killed, let me know. Sinbad Bad, Instagram.
Here we go. Well, I'm going to take you up on that latter half.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to make money till you get money.
There you go. Words from wisdom from the great Sinbad.
Cool.
Thanks
All
so
right,
much,
man.
brother.
Peace,
Appreciate
bro.
you. Have fun at the rest of Custard Fest.
Skip Bags Radio.